Ich war kein Thief, football cast, we're here to light the fires. Spitting facts and stats, you know we never tire. Bringing the heat up, that passion won't retire. Busting through the mic, our voices never expire. We ignite the spirit, never fading out. Light the torch, USC fans rise up high. On this podcast, we aim for the sky. Knowledge and entertainment never lie. Together we stand, let the truth amplify.
What's going on, Trojan fans? Welcome back to a midday live Light the Torch podcast. We switched it up so B Jones can make it in. So we really appreciate everyone who decides to join the show today with the last kind of minute change here. So let's go ahead and introduce the guys, and then we'll talk about what's going on with the show. So to my right, of course, we got Mr. B Jones. How's it going, B Jones?
Everything's good, man. First off, I want to thank you guys for accommodating my schedule, man. I know it's not easy to switch ups and everything that's going on, but I just want to tell you guys thank you, man. Appreciate it.
No worries. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. So,
le baja un poquito para que no se oiga tanto. Oye, bájala a la televisión, nomás.
Okay.
All right, and then of course we have Mr. Guns in the bottom right corner here. How's it going, Guns?
Doing good, guys. Fight on.
All right, and then of course my man Raul in the bottom. How's it going, Raul? You're on mute right now. Maybe you can't hear me, but he's struggling with some Wi-Fi issues here. So be nice to him. So for today's show, we're going to be talking some non-football related stuff about baseball with their head coach. And then also the second quarter, we'll talk about the Trojans because the NFL preseason has begun. And then also we got fall camp updates, and then we'll go into our Iowa preview. So let's go ahead and start with Andy. So Andy Stankiewicz, I'm hoping I'm saying that correct. He just signed a 3-year deal because he had one of the best seasons that USC has had in a long time when it comes to baseball. We finished 37-23 overall and 18-12 on conference play. So finished 4th in the Big Ten for our first year. So props to him. We received an at-large berth in the NCAA tournament, earning its first regional appearance since 2015. And it's second since 2005. So it's definitely a great thing to see that our baseball is getting to where it needs to be as well. USC sports is just kind of thriving at this point with both football, baseball, basketball, women's basketball. So we're killing it in every single area. So, but yeah, what are you guys' thoughts, Guns?
Yeah, this extension goes through 2030. Just excited that we were able to get it done. Big fan of Stank, as some call him. That, like I said, he's had 3 straight 30-win seasons, 3 straight top 4 conference finishes as well. That was last time since 2000 to 2002. So it's been over 20 years since we've seen that consistently. And so, yeah, just to get him extended, let the recruits know, hey, he's staying here, and let's continue building. So I'm excited to see what we can do with him.
Yep. Your thoughts, B Jones?
Yes.
Good commentary. But yeah, no, it's great for him. Great for him and the team. And just another tidbit, I think I saw somewhere on Twitter land. But USC's women basketball has had the top recruit, or at least the top last 5 years. USC has landed the top recruits along with Stanford and UConn, I think. So it just shows that we're thriving on both ends, both baseball, basketball, everywhere. So it's great to see that we're doing great in the area. So, but yeah, anything else you want to touch on before we move on from there?
I would just say Anthony James said it perfectly. It was a great move to extend him because he definitely could have been looking at another job here soon, like ASU, for example. So I'm just glad that we got him situated.
Yeah, that seems to be a trend for us, man. So glad to know that Jen is getting it done all across the board, man.
Yeah, and now it's us next. Now we're going to be making the postseason just like baseball did. So it's our turn to step up as to show out for the university. And Raul says, "Sorry, fellas, the Wi-Fi is crap out there." So he'll be in here in spirit in the chat. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the NFL preseason. So football is officially, kind of back with just the preseason going on right now, and we had a lot of Trojans playing yesterday. Actually, was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday with the Minnesota Vikings and the Houston Texans. There was, I think, a total of 5 or 6 players all on the field. So Minnesota had Mekhi Blackman, Jordan Addison, and then Houston had 4, I think. They had Woody Marks, they had Jalen Smith, they had who else? Solomon Byrd. They also had Kalen Bullock. So 6 players. And
Minnesota, Minnesota also has the cornerback.
Mekhi Blackman.
His name. Yeah, sorry, I didn't know if you said that. Apologies.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. So, and he's back from injury, so it's great that he's back healthy. And Jordan Addison got to play. At least he's probably going to be playing a lot in the post or in the preseason because he's going to be suspended for 3 games. So he's accepting it, but it is what it is at this point. And then also for the Raiders, Isaiah Polamau had a really good interception for the Raiders, and then Jay Tufele had a strip sack, or no, he recovered a fumble for a touchdown. So the defensive side picking it up on that end. So it's good to see that they're showing out for the Trojans. And if you haven't seen USCJ's video, he showed a video of all of them pretty much standing in a circle talking to each other. So it's just great to see that these guys just recently were playing with each other, and now they're playing in the NFL. So if you're a recruit out there wondering if you're going to be able to make it into the NFL, the answer is yes when you play for USC. So you have a higher than average chance to make it into the NFL. So what are you guys' thoughts, B. Jones?
Yeah, man, it's good to see those guys actually ball out. It's good to see Mekhi Blackman back in action, man. It's with the injury that he took, man, that could have gone either way, but he was looking good out there, man. He was strapping up out there, like we know him to do. So, yeah, man, shout out to Mekhi Blackman and everyone, all the rest of our Trojans, man. Solomon Byrd, I guess you could say a friend of the show here. His family is, at least. That Shalonda Byrd follows us.
Tamika Marks.
Oh yeah, exactly. We might as well just be a part of the Texans. Might as well start up the Texans podcast.
I know, really. They love the Trojans, so yeah. Shout outs to Keaton Slovis as well. He's doing his thing out there. Wish things would have worked out better at USC, but once a Trojan, always a Trojan. Even in some certain situations, you were part of us at one point, and so I wish all the best for Keaton Slovis as well. And I don't know if we had any other Trojans playing within the past couple of days or so. I know Caleb is not going to be playing the preseason. And
correct. Yeah, they're not playing. No. Who
else? Hopefully Taj Washington can get some. He's been balling out in what is it called? In camp, so there's some highlights of him making some great catches.
Rocking a single digit now, man. So that says a little something, right?
Yep. And then Drake London pushing over his head coach in one-on-one drills, which is great to see. Like, I think Drake London is going to be a top receiver this year. Yep. I think he'll end top 10 in receiving this year. And then of course Amon Ra is going to be killing it. Yep. And I know he's not a Trojan, but send out the prayers to his brother Equinemius. He just got put on the injury list for the 49ers, I think. So, shout outs to him. Hope he's okay. Oh yeah, Brandon Rice. Yeah, Brandon Rice will be hopefully he can take a next step, and he's been balling out in camp, so hopefully he does good in the preseason. So, but yeah, who else? Who else do we have that's going to be playing soon? I can't recall at this point. Jonah Monheim. Where did Jonah go to?
Jaguars.
Okay, I wonder if
Don't
he got
remember him much yesterday, but I wasn't
Okay.
really focused on him. So
Justin Diedich with the Rams.
Rams. Yeah.
And I think what's his name? He's with the Ravens right now, and he was an offensive tackle. He got hurt.
Yeah, he's I believe he's
Voorhees.
plugged in to be their left guard, I think.
Yeah, or
Yes.
and he's getting started reps.
Mhm.
So it doesn't matter what position you're going to be playing, you're going to be making it into the NFL. The one thing that we need to really kind of start amping up is our linebackers in the NFL. Our linebackers need to slow.
I think we're in prime position to do that now.
Yes.
But,
Yeah.
Coach Robert, man. So especially with the talent that we have now.
Yeah. As long as Gentry can stay healthy, I think he would have a solid chance to make an NFL roster. Because he has a lot of great film on him, and he's All-American. He has All-American written all over him. He just needs to stay healthy.
Listen, don't get me started on EG just yet, man. I could go on all day about EG, man.
Yeah.
It is. I'm telling you, he's a game changer and a game wrecker.
Oh yeah, we've said that ever since his redshirt freshman year at USC. So,
yep.
The moment we got him, we didn't know what we were in for, even though we knew he was an All-American. But the heart that he puts out on that field, especially that Utah game. But yeah, so Desmond Stevens is going to be out there in the future as well. So, but yeah, what else? Anything else we want to talk about when it comes to the Trojans, and then we can get into the fall camp updates.
We're good.
Woody did play. He got some carries. I think he also got some receiving as well, possibly. I can't recall his stats, but he'll definitely make. I think he'll be the second back behind Joe Mixon for Texans. So
yeah, him and Nick Chubb, I'd say. Yeah.
Oh, Nick Chubb. Is it Nick Chubb?
Yeah, he's there too. They have Joe
Oh.
and Nick, so it's pretty crowded room, I'd say. But I think he's going to be in the mix.
Okay. He's definitely a good receiving back, so which I think is better. I think he's probably better than any of them. Joe Mixon can catch out of the backfield, but Nick Chubb is the ground and pound kind of guy. So, all right, moving on. Let's go ahead and talk about fall camp updates, and we do have a very sad update to talk about. I'm sure you've all seen it. If you haven't seen it on USC Twitter or USCJ or Trojan Blade, that Prophet Brown, he was posed to be the starting nickel for USC this year, is out, but not for the whole season. He's out with a non-contact injury. Lincoln Riley is said that sounded pretty confident that he'll be back midway through the season. So, and it's lucky that we're not starting with a really hard schedule first part of the year, so he can come back healthy the second part of the year and start to contribute on that. So what are you guys' thoughts about Prophet going down, B. Jones?
It's unfortunate, man. You hate to see it with a guy like Prophet, man. You know, he's put in his time and, you know, done everything right from based on what we see. He's not a guy that makes trouble. He's a great locker room guy. If you follow up on social media, he's just an overall good kid, man. And you hate to see a young man go down like that, especially right before the season when he's finally getting the shot. But team-wise, I think we're fine with this, injury that happened in one of our deepest rooms, so it's not going to hurt us too much. I think we just have to make some adjustments, but what I'm hearing, man, we're just fine. But like I said, man, it's just, you hate to see freak injuries like that, especially right before the season starts.
Yeah. What about you, Guns?
Yeah, echo the same thing that B. John said. It definitely sucks to see anyone get it, but especially like Prophet, somebody that just put his head down and continued to work through all these changes. at USC. Next man up, obviously, and excited to see who could fill that role. There's going to be some options out there, maybe like Christian Pierce, maybe Isaiah Rubin, maybe DJ Harvey. Just depends, right? I mean, the thing is, we have depth and options. So, again, it sucks. Good thing is it's not a end of a whole year situation, right? He'll be back and ready to ball out when he comes back. So,
Yeah, definitely. We have a lot of people that can plug and play. Braylon Conley, even Sellis, Alex Graham. We have a lot of talent that can step up. But Prophet Brown was just definitely one of the fan favorites for USC. Like, everyone loved him. He had a chance. Like, he could have moved on, like maybe within a few years because he was there before Nicky Riley, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so he could have started over with somewhere else, but man loves being at USC. So he's definitely one of those people that you just you're always rooting for. You always want to see him play. Like, he killed it in the bowl games against Texas A&M, Louisville. So we've always been wanting him to succeed for USC. Like, this definitely a guy that put in all the work, and he was getting ready to have a major role, and then just freak accidents happen, and it sucks. But we wish him all the best. But it's great that it's not a season-ending injury like you were saying, Gun. So he will come back probably and it's good that we have the bye week early on, so we can get him probably for maybe just a little bit after the Notre Dame game. Maybe, who knows?
Right.
So hopefully he can recover sooner. But it is what it is at this point. So, but we're stacked, so I'm not worried about it.
Right.
It's a long season, man. So, if you get it back fully ready to go, and you can just jump right in, do it for more depth at the position. But just in time, we're going to make a playoff run, so we'll be back in time for that. So it matters. So,
all right, moving on here to some other fall camp updates. So Lincoln Riley came out. Go ahead.
Let's get into our options.
Okay. All right.
Let's get into that.
Let's see. Let me go. I have the. Let me go ahead and just pull up the roster here, because I do have the roster. So let me go and start sharing it here, and then we can just go ahead and just talk about what we have here. All right. So who's the first person that you think of when that's going to take it, or that's going to step up? B. Jones.
Well, there's a number of guys who can step up. In the spring, we heard a lot of Isaiah Rubin at the nickel position. So, but based on everything I heard, I mean, it all comes down to how well do they trust DeCarlos Nicholson. If DeCarlos Nicholson has their full trust, you'll probably see a guy like DJ Harvey move to that nickel position, which I heard that's where he was yesterday in the scrimmage.
Yeah, he's played at that when he was at San Jose State.
Right. I'm pretty sure he did some in the spring as well. So
yeah, he's definitely.
We recruit these versatile guys, man, for a reason, and this is it. This is the reason we just plug and play. Then Lynn says all the time, man, he recruits DBs, meaning that you got to be able to play each position as a defensive back in this defense.
Yeah. What about you, Guns? Who's a guy that you think could step up?
Yeah, I totally agree with B. Jones. I think DJ Harvey moves to that nickel spot. You got DeCarlos and honestly Chasen probably on the outside right now. But let's say that doesn't happen. And DJ's on the outside with one of the two, Chasen or DeCarlos. I'll give Christian Pierce some love. I could see him maybe moving to the nickel as well, given the fact that we have Fitzgerald as a safety as well, and obviously Ramsey. So I'll say those are kind of my two options right now I'm looking at.
Yeah. And Kennedy Urlacher has been getting a lot of love as well. So he's constantly being brought up by Lincoln Riley without any kind of like questions being asked about him. So that's when you're kind of making an impact at that point. But also, because we know we're going to have Bishop Fitzgerald and Kamari both at the safety position. So Christian Pierce, Kennedy, maybe even Marquise can even step up in that situation here. So we definitely have a plethora of people that we can have at that position, because I can see Chasen and DeCarlos being at the state or at the cornerbacks, and then also have DJ Harvey. So literally, we have a lot of people who have experience as well with playing. So we're not lacking depth of when it comes to playing time. So we have a lot of people that have the ability to step up. Braylon Conley can. I would like to see Marcellus step up. He was brought up too from Lincoln Riley.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, like, people have been asking about him, and he's not being left behind. He's still making an impact. We saw him make some impacts in the spring game last year.
Yeah.
So, even Kevin Longstreet's been brought up too. So, Hassan's brother.
Listen, let's just take it all in, man.
Pause.
Let's take.
You were ready for that. You knew you were going to say something.
Take in the fact that we have so much depth. So when's the last time we had it like this? So,
how much are you taking?
I set myself up for that. But enjoy, all right. Enjoy this wealth of depth, man. It's been a minute since we had it like this, man. We're at a point where we can start at a few different positions because of the depth that we have. So,
it's crazy that we don't have to be worried about like an injury at this point when it comes to this position. So, no, all of the linebackers, or I mean, all of the defense, were kind of in that kind of spot where we're not worried if there's an injury at this point, but we don't want it to happen. But it's just nice to have that kind of depth.
Yeah.
And then let's see. I don't know if you guys are. I know we've all seen it, but everyone in the chat. But there's this video of the linebackers and like the O-line or the defensive line and the offensive line squaring up against each other. General Reed, he held it down. I don't know who he was going against. I couldn't see the specific number, but and then of course let's see. Jakeem Stewart was in there. He had a really good swim move, and no one's able to block Devin Tompkins. He was in there twice. Like, I feel bad for people that have to line up against him, because he's just kind of he's the definition. I know I saw Rusty and also Trojan Blade saying this, but Devin Tompkins is the definition of development. Dude was a basketball player coming in at 225. Now he's at 285, 290, and the dude has just developed into one of the most underrated defensive linemen that no one's talking about except for us. USC fans.
That just tells you, man, that dog work. Eric Henderson, man, elite development. This is why you come to USC.
Development. He has the size. He has the speed. Like, I don't know. It's just crazy that no one's talking about him.
Not yet. They will know soon enough.
Yeah, and there was one of Elijah Page too. Page looked really good.
Keyshawn Silver.
Keyshawn Silver, yeah. He had a really good rap that he just kind of like bull rushed.
Yeah, that is exactly what we've been missing out of our zero, man.
Bro.
Out of the middle. So I cannot wait to see it on the field, man.
So, like, B. Jones and Roll have been saying this about our defensive line since they saw the spring showcase, and now they're actually letting us see kind of some of their one-on-one drills like that, and it puts a lot of reassurance that B. Jones wasn't lying to us.
Come on, man. I wouldn't.
But no, it's definitely exciting to see those kind of videos, and the midnight one that they did, the one at night, was really cool to see. Like, we're definitely looking good. Like, wasn't there a rep of John Jarrett on there too? I think I can't recall, but like, we're definitely looking good on the defensive line portion of it. So, is there any other updates that you guys wanted to talk about, Guns?
Yeah, I mean, just for me, from some players that are stock up, so to speak. Harry Dalton III, running back. He's been people have been comparing him to Wayman Jordan in a way, just from like what he looks like. He's got some explosiveness, so that's somebody just to look in the future. We've talked about him, Elijah Vicona, right? He's kind of stepped up as a backup tackle right now.
Yep.
We talked about the DBs earlier, but Alex Graham, people are putting some stock into him. So just some names that we've been hearing the last few days on some players that are continuing to ball out in camp.
Yeah, like Alex Graham has been definitely. Oh, and Floyd Boucard. Floyd Boucard, everyone
Yes.
definitely buys some stock in Floyd Boucard because that dude is just kind of. He's been just. They say that he has really good footwork. I'm pretty sure we talked about this in the last live, but he's definitely coming along really well when it comes to the stock. His stock is easily rising. So.
Listen, Gabe has Jody Olsen as elite.
Yeah.
I say, yeah, I'm going with Floyd Boucard as elite.
Yep. And
Gotcha.
Evie did say Cash Jacobson is definitely been making some noise as well. So like this class though, like Jakeem wasn't lying when he was saying that this class is going to start it when it comes to like the defensive portion of it. Like
absolutely.
And also Mackay is definitely still looking like the punt returner at this point. I know Chris Trevino and Triple D. I can't remember why can't I remember his actual name. Connor Morset. Connor Morset. They were saying that he just looks fluid, but D Reddick has been doing some making some noise back there. So it's pretty much looking like that Malachi or Mackay Lemon is going to be the punt returner, which I'm still not happy about, but
yeah, I'd rather just kick, but that's what it is.
They said that he just looks the most fluid back there, and appreciate you, M-Pit. Appreciate it, man. And then who else has been making some noise?
I would say Kalen Miller. There's some talk around him a lot, where maybe even potentially he could be a starter at that right guard. There's a bit of a battle right now between him and Noah. So again, we always talk about this when kids get to campus, right? Stars don't matter anymore. Don't matter if you're a scholarship player or a walk-on. You come to battle and compete, right? And so this guy's a walk-on. He's doing his thing. So at the end of the day, that's what I'm excited about. We've had some good luck or good experience, whatever you want to say, with walk-ons in the past. So I'm excited to see what happens with that position battle.
Yeah, and let's see here. There were some updates. Jacoby Lane is still not at full go, but Lincoln's not really worried about that. Let's see. Cam Fountain also he's been balling out in those videos. Micah Bimbuelos has been getting a lot of praise from the Lincoln Riley as well. So
told you so.
Okay, but let's see, what else have they talked about in regards to this? Other than that, Eric Gentry was also out, I think, this last practice on the 8th practice. So, but nothing for Lincoln Riley to really kind of touch on. So yeah,
we heard that defense dominated the practice, right?
Yeah, they had a fall showcase or fall scrimmage that the media did not have the privilege to see, but at this point they said that the defense has stepped it up from what Mark Culkin has said,
and that is with the absence of Eric Gentry. So our defense is going to be good this year. Yep,
absolutely.
All right. Do we want to move on from the fall camp updates to the early preview of Iowa?
Yep, let's do it.
All right, moving into the fourth quarter here. Early preview of the Iowa game. This will be at home, which is great because I'm glad we wouldn't have because Iowa is a tricky place to play at. So Iowa's they have a new quarterback coming in, Mark Gronowski or whatever, Gronowski, and he's coming on from the FCS ranks. So we'll see how how that translates to the FBS level. And I got a clip here that we can look at that kind of shows that it might not be going so well. I'm just messing with you. It's just one series or whatever, so it's not speaking on to his whole experience or how he's going to be at Iowa. But it's not looking good based off these clips, though. But yeah. So what are you guys' thoughts on this game, B. Jones?
I'm not taking too much stock into those clips, man. We can pull bad plays from any quarterback and put them out there and tell them how bad they are.
Oh,
He will bring something to the Iowa offense who had nothing prior. So, he does at least get it done on his feet. He's a decent arm talent. I'll be honest with you, he doesn't have the greatest arm. But he can move. He is a mobile guy. So he is a dual threat guy.
it's been a while since they've had a decent quarterback. Like,
No.
I can't recall the last time they've had a
Banks?
good quarterback.
So who was the last good quarterback? Brad Banks?
I don't even know who that is. So
It's been a good minute. I can't recall that.
like, as what people like to say that Lincoln Riley can't have good defense or whatever. That's kind of what people say about Iowa. They can't have a good offense or good quarterback. But things are changing both sides, so hopefully, I'm not saying that he's going to be good for them, but it's probably going to be better than what they've had in the past at this point. So, and he has no one to throw to. That is true. He has no one. to throw.
He's got one person, Sam Phillips, guy that we were looking at to join our roster. So, yes, it's only one guy, but
Was he is he a transfer?
Correct. Yeah. So it's somebody.
That's just one player, and we were really hurting on the wide receiver area, so not too worried about that.
Talent-wise, we're going to compare you to us or any other top conference teams. They don't compare.
Yeah.
But
didn't they have like Graham Mertz at one point?
Yeah,
or no, he was at Wisconsin. I think he was at Wisconsin before he transferred.
But I feel like this game is going to be more. Everyone says it's going to be a low-scoring game. I don't know why. Listen, I get it. Iowa's defense is great, but they're traveling all the way here to the Coliseum after facing Oregon the week prior. Right.
Oh, really? Is that what? Oh, yeah. Okay.
So they're going to have a tough game against Oregon. It'll be at their home, but that could go either way for them. And then they come here to the Coliseum. They have to travel all the way here. And we can't do this podcast or do this preview without mentioning the fact that we got to hang 70 on these guys based off Ferentz's comments. The cheap shots that he took at Riley, unprovoked for some reason. But thoughts at Riley, if you guys remember that, was it a media day last year? Or I'm not sure if it was media day, but
yeah, I can't recall, but at this point, we need revenge on them too. We lost to them in I forgot which bowl game it was. Was it the
Holiday Bowl? I think. Yeah.
Holiday Bowl. So we definitely need some revenge on them. And but yeah, let's see. Looking back at their last year, so they were 8-5. They didn't really play actually their schedule was pretty light to think of it. So they played Illinois State, Iowa State, Troy, Minnesota, Ohio State, which was their hardest game, and the game that they lost them the worst to. They lost to they beat Washington actually by a decent amount, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, they're a middle of the road team. That's what Iowa pretty much is always. They're they're like they make some really good they'll have some really tough games, especially defensive wise. They're always going to be good on defense, and they have good offensive linemen as well. And they've always had a plethora of tight ends too. Like it's crazy with how much they put out tight ends into the NFL. But last year, offensively, they were horrible. They were ranked 117th. Rushing offense, though, they were pretty good, 24th. But passing, 129th. Offensive scoring, they were 72nd. Total defense, they were top 20. Rush defense, 25. Passing yards allowed was 42. Scoring defense, 11th. They were averaging 17 points a game. But yeah, like other than that, like their red zone offense was surprisingly pretty good, 21st. But their red zone defense was middle of the road, tied for 56 in the nation. But yeah, like do what you will with that. They could improve offensively with their new quarterback. But what do you guys think? Do you think they will make a significant leap offensively?
Define significant.
Scoring more than let's see, what was their offensive scoring? Total offense.
Yeah, I think they'll take a leap. I still know how big.
Right.
Scoring offense.
They got the quarterback.
They were averaging 27 points a game. They were 72nd overall. Do you think they kind of take a leap and get into the top 50 with a better quarterback?
At most, they'll probably be outside the top 50 if they're improving. You know what I mean? We don't.
Yeah.
I mean, they still don't have much talent on the outside, right?
Yeah.
So that's how I expect this game to go. We're gonna make them one-dimensional. We're gonna jump out early. We can do that. We can do those two things. It's a wrap for them.
Yeah.
Then they're gonna be forced to throw the ball, which they don't have the greatest talent. On the outsides, and our DBs secondary's looking good. So
when they played good quarterbacks, they didn't look the greatest. Granted, there's not much great quarterbacks in the Big Ten, but they lost to Ohio State 35-7, but that was at Ohio State. They beat Washington 40-16, so they actually put up some decent points throughout the year. So like Illinois State, they put up 40. Washington, they put up 40. Northwestern, granted it's Northwestern, they put up 40. They put up 42 on Wisconsin, which is saying something actually. We kind of struggled put in some points, at least, or not struggled, but we didn't put up nearly that much on Wisconsin. So, but other than that, though, like their defense is solid, so we'll see what happens with them. But it's at home, so I expect us to show out. Is this our homecoming game?
It is.
So it's going to be homecoming. This is going to be the final game for not the seniors, but it's their final homecoming game for the seniors. So I'm sure we're going to try to put out for that game. Yeah, and like you said, B. Jones, let's go ahead and go through their schedule real quick because their schedule looks pretty favorable on their end. So they don't really play too much except for Oregon and Penn State. So
I would say that's a good schedule. I mean, that's Oregon and Penn State.
Yeah. And then
it's not a top schedule, but it's fairly decent, man. And, they got Wisconsin as well. Don't know how great they'll be. But.
Well, like JD Pickell said that Oregon actually might lose to Iowa. So I think Iowa could be riding that high after beating Oregon because they have Oregon at home. So they'll probably fall. They might come out flat against USC, which I still like. I'm not worried too much about Iowa. It's just we've scored on really good defenses. We scored on Notre Dame's defense. We scored on Penn State's defense. So I'm not worried about scoring. It's just they're just a good defense still. You always have to worry about the defense of Iowa.
Yeah, it's going to be a physical game. So just kind of thinking about that right towards the end of the season, right before Oregon. This team loves to play field position, probably the king of field position. You know, they're really good at special teams, so that could help maybe the offense. Like to your question earlier, maybe that helps them, you know, produce more points because they're not going, you know, 80 yards or whatnot every time.
Yeah. They're very disciplined. Actually, they were first in fewest penalties per game last year. They were averaging 3 penalties a game, so they're very disciplined. They average 29 yards per penalty per game, so they're definitely going to kind of be very disciplined. So we have to be just as disciplined for them. And
Absolutely.
let's see, but they didn't really do too well in the time of possession. Well, granted, their offensive sucks, so yeah, of course they're not going to do time of possession well. But they're, for the most part, they're a running team as well. So let's see what else. Let's see what the chat is saying. Evie says that SC with a W 35-17. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised by that. That's definitely possible. It just really all depends on how good their defense is going to be this year. Let's see what else. Anthony James says they're always stout in the trenches with the potatoes and steak, middle of America farm boys. That is very true. They're like the epitome of like meat and potato kind of players. They're always big. They're always just like country boys. So
I think we finally at a point to where we can match that. Though.
Yeah, we definitely compete on the size based off the weight gain, the size of the.
Pause.
I don't know what I said. What did I say? What'd I say?
Compete on the size. I got you. All right.
That's reaching there, B. Jones. That's reaching.
That's payback.
But yeah, other than that, like I think we have this in the bag though when it comes to Iowa. But you can never. I mean, I just hope that this team is not looking past Iowa. Wow. I just hope they're not looking past Iowa to the Oregon game, because I know a lot of these players are going to be circling that, especially with E-Man and Bear going over there, and they've been chirping at us. So
we get to right now.
Oh yeah, that's going to be a next week, and that's going to be a fun game to talk about.
Yeah, I would just say discipline, like you said earlier, BC. I think that's going to be the big key of this game. Matching their physicality. If we do those two things, that this will definitely be a W for us at home. So excited to see what they can do. Real quick, I actually have them as a top 5 portal class coming in, 4th to be exact. Again, obviously the quarterback plays a big role in that. Sam Phillips, Bryce Hawthorne, a D lineman, and then Bryce George, who we were also looking at in the spring portal. So they took a couple of our targets, so to speak, and so it's gonna be a good game.
Yeah, and is Caleb Johnson's gone, right? Their running back.
Correct. He's a Steeler now. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's good because he was really good last year. Well, he had 1,500 yards. He was averaging 128 yards a game. Dude was a beast. So.
Yeah.
Definitely glad that he's gone. Let's see here. Shout outs to Polly Walnuts. You're gonna be starting your show here pretty soon. Is that correct? Happy Sunday, gentlemen. Iowa is definitely a tough out for anyone. They are NFL factory for offensive linemen and tight ends. They always bring the A+ for effort. Yeah, they're always there. Let's see. What else do we have to talk about when it comes to Iowa? Other than that, I think we're all set on them.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be a bigger game than people are giving it credit for right now. I think later in the season they'll realize it's a much bigger game. But I mean, we'll be hyped up. It's a homecoming. I'm sure we'll have a lot of alumni there, and the boys will be fired up and ready to go, especially with Kirk Ferentz comments been played in the locker room. We should be good to go. Man.
So what did he actually say?
I can't tell you verbatim. You have to look it up. Let's see.
Let's see. What's his last name?
Ferentz.
No. I'm not going to look it up here. But let's see. Iowa coach. Oh, that's how you spell his last name. Okay. Let's see what he said about USC. Okay. Let's go and pull this up here. See what he has to say. I haven't heard it here, but let's turn this up.
I'm really not worried about points per game. Excuse me. Passing yardage per game. All the stats stuff.
Can you guys hear it?
Points per game isn't as interesting. It's important, but I got another one. I'll hold that in my pocket until January for you. But what is important is wins per game. If you want to evaluate a quarter, in my opinion, check the wins per game column, because I can think of a guy that entered the conference recently. It came with widely acclaimed, offensive stats and all that.
Oh.
And that's usually how those guys become well known, because of their, whatever they're doing, throwing it, learning that wishbone. But then you look a little deeper. What's this guy's wins per game? There's usually a correlation. People that just throw the ball around, it makes it tougher to win. It makes it tougher to be on good defense, good on defense. Phil would tell you that. So there is a team concept here that is really important to me. It's the only way we can win, in my opinion. And I'm right back to it. I lost my train of thought. Still get the other ones. Oh, I know the other one. There's a school on the West Coast right now that's going to recommit to defense. You have a 42 to Tulane last year in a bowl game. So, it's a place where, Ronnie Ott played. So I just find it, now they're going to think about defense. To me, that was the first thing we thought about 25 years ago. That ain't going to change. That's going to change. So the coordinator coming in is going to have to understand, this is who we are. Worked pretty well. We're looking to improve, always looking to improve.
All right. I hate him already. So cool. I've never seen that clip before until now.
Really?
And yeah.
Yeah, so
we're definitely putting up a whole bunch of work. I want to shut him out too.
Yep, I wanted to see what we built on defense. We took his advice. And, Lincoln actually cares about defense now, so he's going to feel all of it. He's going to see exactly how much we care about defense over here.
Oh yeah, he's going to have a rude awakening with our defense and stuff in their run game, and let's see. Yeah, of course, James. He says a defense is going to show the world. Yeah, we're definitely going to show the world that USC is definitely fully committed to playing great defense at this point. Back to what we know we can. The deepness is going to show the world how good they are, or the defense. Yeah. All right, so definitely, I can't wait to destroy Iowa at this point, because after that, I hope some of these players have seen this kind of this clip about what he's saying here.
Well, I'm sure they will when it's time for it.
You think this is going to be locker room motivation?
I hope that Lincoln has it playing on his laptop every time he opens it. Yeah. So
yeah. That definitely needs to be something that is played going up into that week against Iowa. All right. Anything else we want to talk about before we get out of here? I think we should be good.
I'm good on my end, yeah.
Anything else you want to talk about, B. Jones, before we get out?
I think we're good, man. get those memberships. I think there's still a couple of spots left. Centaurs.
Yep.
Twice a week. Yeah, you can check yourself
Well,
out.
Gun says we're full, right?
Say again, sorry.
We're full on the roster for the Centaurs.
Yeah. We have all starters. So the next game is Tuesday. We're going on the road, Super Due. So if you guys haven't really caught on, we did take over the USC Trojans, so we'll be pretty much playing the schedule that we will see in real life in the near future. So hopefully Lincoln and the boys are scouting, watching the videos. Yeah, so
Yeah, playing based off your play calls. Yeah. Yeah, man. So good to see, man. Everybody's out there doing their thing. No more white cleats in the Coliseum, please.
yes.
Yeah.
Aside from that, everything's good, man. Everything's going. Boys are balling out. Carter Sports stepped a game up, man. I don't know what's going on with you over there, receiver, but everyone else seems to be balling. Preston, no more drop picks, man.
Yeah, Preston,
Yeah.
you can't do that, my guy. But yep. All right, we'll get out of here. I won't be here on the show on Sunday, but the show will go on. B Jones will be. I'm sure B Jones will be our host at that point. And but yeah, we won't get out of here. If you want to get a change, just let me know. Follow me on Twitter, and I'll start checking Instagram a little bit more. So follow me on Instagram. But yep. Other than that, we're going to get out of here, and we'll see you guys next week on Wednesday. Or yeah, sorry, it will be here on Wednesday, so not Sunday. But yeah, we're going to get out of here. So keep the torch burning bright.
Hold on. That is the Oregon preview, so you definitely want to be here.
Oh yeah, definitely be here for that Oregon preview. It's going to be fun. It's going to
be a
lot of trash talk, and Raul better be here for that one.
Yeah.
Oh, he'll be early. I'm sure he'll be the first one in our show.
He's gonna come in hot, but yeah. All right, we're gonna get out of here, guys. Keep the torch burning bright, and as always, fight on.